What's the worst case scenario for a small business owner that adopts AI too quickly and recklessly?
I mean, just doing genuinely dumb things that would have less consequence in a slower paced world. So, let's say you ship a website and it's insecure for some reason. People might not even notice that for weeks at a time or whatever if you're not also heavily marketing your company and some of these things. But if you're using the tooling, say, hey, I want rapid client acquisition, rapid deployment of my site, rapid deployment of all these new processes. And if there's something in there that is, imagine like customer data is stored insecurely and then all your customer data leaks and then you've got to report on that and pay fines and all these other things. Like that kind of thing is a real risk. So it's very important to make sure that's done right. I think the other one is assuming that you would be better off firing your human employees. Like I know there's sociopath business owners out there that are like, great, I want to can everybody, I'll just do it myself. So I think there's a big risk of that becoming something that people attempt, and I think they'd be worse for it. I think the other one is just people trying to outsource, like I said earlier, the human relationship part of things, like having a chit chat around the water cooler or going to a company picnic or just striking up real relationships in the real world becomes harder and harder if we're all going to work from home. We're all going to be our own solo entrepreneurs and all of those kind of things. Like, that's another thing that your small business owner really needs to think about and again set policies for and say, hey, our company is not allowed to become this thing. And that's hard. It's hard for people that don't have the experience in scaling a company or something. So those are the risks as I see it.
Awesome. And so data privacy, intellectual property, employee displacement, right? These are all some of the real concerns that business owners have or people are having right now. How should a business owner be thinking about protecting themselves, their team, and their customers as they bring AI into their operations?
That's the same answer as it's been for 50 years. If you've got, you can make the decision to, hey, I'm going to patent my idea, or it can be, hey, I'm going to keep my, company secrets. And, those are two totally viable paths to success with being an inventor or, somebody that creates novel ideas and sells ideas or services. But even, when it comes down to companies that are doing like the arts, like I said, music, I think the music industry and the movie industry are cooked over the next couple of years. Like it costs $100 million to make a blockbuster movie. And like, that just doesn't need to happen anymore. Like we can make a movie with all dead actors and make songs with all bands that are deceased. And, so like you could have Led Zeppelin write 10 new songs for a movie starring, Charlie Chaplin or something and have it be a new Charlie Chaplin movie that's all music and all the music is new Led Zeppelin songs. And everyone's like, how does any of this work? Like, you don't have the right to do that. And it's like, yeah, but if it's successful, like sue me, I'll just cut you in on the profits, and like, so there's a lot of big disruption that can come from stuff like that I think is coming sooner than people want to admit. And so it's really important to now double check and look at how is my company legally structured to protect itself from patent infringement, general intellectual property infringement, and what is our key differentiator in the space? Like, is my company even actually special? I also think for a lot of people should be looking at being acquired. And I always hate saying that because I hate the consolidation of companies in general. But if you've got a genuinely good company and it's doing really well and you have a much bigger competitor, it might make sense to say, hey, we're about to do like a big hockey stick on productivity. And I would like to talk to you about $100 million acquisition right now. Deal's good for the next 6 months. But if you wait too long, I'm just, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to be $1 billion company in 2 years. Right. And so it depends if you really want to go for that ride or if you want to sell the process and sell the idea and whatever else. And I think the gap on that is going to close over the next probably 3 to 5 years, where the extra productivity that is new right now is going to become the standard in the economy. And so if you have the opportunity because of these ideas to really cash out big, it might be the opportunity to say, hey, acquire me. Let's make this deal. I want my money now because You might have 50 new competitors in a year if your business is one of those things that is easily replicable using these kind of automated processes. So I think it's important to be humble about it and consider your options in that circumstance.